EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store. As it'll be the Black Knights of Oakland taking on the Houston Texans. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a 2nd and 2. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there on the screen pass. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On play action, no throw. Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Harold Fannin from 13 yards out. And the Black Knights will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
2nd and 10.
11 MT. Here we go. 11, 180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Big 13. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, can. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
11,
3rd and 4.
Now Burrow. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Burrow changing things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 180. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
To kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cut up.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here now, 2nd and 4.
12. What? Hot. 180. Race hot. 12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
11 Thomas. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Caught on the slant. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Moore from 10 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The returner, DJ Chark. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll set up a throw. On the left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. They'll look to throw again.
And he will find his man Chase complete.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go. Shot. Right 80. Right 80 shot. Shot.
Now a handoff up the middle. Boom. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught downfield by Addison. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here we go, here we go. Shot. 12, 12, 12. Shot.
Burrow looking to pass. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
17-yard line.
Good set. Shot.
Cockrell holds it in left side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On one, ready? Here we go. Right 80. 11,
Now
11,
Burrow
11.
changing the look.
Twelve. Shot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
It's a loss of
11,
Now they'll shift things around.
goal at the 5-yard line.
11. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Brings up third and
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
18, cut.
From the 5, third and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
a gain of 19 yards. First down.
That's quickly out to Harrison.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That's another Oakland first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 21 yards. And an Oakland
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 19 tries.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
first down. Oakland.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Black Knights have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Texans 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Time.
Burrow will throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gun. Stop.
Up the middle they go. Boom. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Boom. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
1st down, Black Knights.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll try to run this one in. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Texans 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
11 empty. Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here's 2nd down.
Gun. Stop. 8 camp. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 Thomas. Stop.
To throw, Burrow.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 1, ready?
Here we go. This is 4th down.
12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Ready? Ready, shot.
Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And the Texans first down.
Throwing, Burrow. Connecting with Andrews.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 24.
Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. Completes this to Addison out left. Here comes 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it breaks up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Gun, gun. 11, 11. Right, 80. 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately,